Hello air signs, I'm here to be giving you guys a reading for the astrological 12th houses. Sorry for that pause there. Your first house is the first house of self and identity. Your second house is the house of prosperity and what is not yourself, so material possessions. Your third house is the house of communications and lower education and boundaries and curiosities. Your fourth house is the house of stability and family. Your fifth house is the house of innocence, childhood play, and children, romantic relationships. Your sixth house is the house of health and loss. Your seventh house is the house of romance, marriages, commitments, and boundaries. Your eighth house is your house of death and rebirth and lower communication, lower education. Your ninth house is your house of self, philosophy, identity. Your 10th house is the house of discipline, ruled by Saturn, ruled by Capricorn. So the 10th house has to do with your career and identity. Your 11th house is your house of friendships and communications with friends. And your 12th house is the house of communication. No, not communication. Mystery, privacy, secretism, illusions. Alright, air signs, as you can see, I'm shuffling this deck so you know it's being shuffled. Okay, you have the Devil in your first house, Eight of Swords in your second, Four of Wands in your third, the Fool card in your fourth house, the Chariot in your sixth house, the Ten of Wands in your sixth house. The Ten of Wands have showed up for all the signs, like you guys are definitely heavy hauling. You have the Five of Cups in your seventh house, Page of Cups in your eighth house, Page of Wands in your ninth house, the Three of Cups in your 10th house, Nine of Pentacles in your 11th house, and your Three of Wands in your 12th house with the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So your strongness in your fire energy. You could have a Capricorn that's been a friend to you in your life. I feel you're very focused on the friendships that you have right now, the people who you can be yourself around and be confident with. With the Nine of Pentacles in your 11th house. So you have the Devil here in your first house. This could be parts of your personality that you've been trying to shed for quite some time now. This could just be realizations that you've had. This could be experiences that you've had. Recently, I feel that some of you guys could have been diagnosed with something. Maybe you've been diagnosed with depression because you have the Five of Cups in your 7th house. So in your 7th house of relationships, commitments, and marriages, you could have been really let down, and there's a situation going on here with you and someone else, but you're emotionally feeling like regretful, maybe just that pit in your stomach. It doesn't have to be regret. it's just that numbness that you get from these feelings because of this person, and this person has impacted your identity. You have two pages. You have the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. Which means you feel like you're starting from scratch in a way, but you're like the Fool card in your 4th house of family stability. You really have the major arcana of the runway. Like, the runway is literally in front of you. And I feel with the Chariot in your 5th house of romantic relationships and children, that maybe you have children that help you in this motivation in your daily life. Maybe some of you guys could be potentially looking for new relationships, but you're not really sure about it yet. But I feel like you guys are off to a very new beginning here with the Fool card and the Chariot in the 4th and the 5th house. So back to these two pages in the 8th and the 9th house. So this is all about the exploration that you're going toward the Fool. Yeah. You have the 3 of Cups in your 10th house, so I feel like you guys have a lot of colleagues that you talk to in your career, but I feel like you guys could be getting a new job. For those of you that are looking for work, this is a sign that you're going to be getting a new job here very soon. Yeah, and you have the 3 of Wands in your 12th house, which is waiting for these results, waiting for this stuff to be fertile and finally lift off to its own nature. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment.